I still remember the weight of that moment. Standing in my parents' driveway on Christmas morning, watching my younger brother jump up and down next to a brand new car with a big red bow on top. My dad's arm around his shoulders, both of them grinning like they just won the lottery. And me? I got a card with $50 inside and a pat on the back. My mom smiled and said those words I'll never forget. "Honey, you're a firefighter. You don't need much." Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is where we share real stories from real firefighters. Stories that need to be heard. Please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Now, let me tell you what happened next. I wish I could say I handled it well. That I smiled and congratulated my brother and moved on like a mature adult. But I didn't. I stood there feeling like I'd been punched in the stomach. My brother was 22, fresh out of college, starting his first marketing job in the city. I was 28, 6 years into my career as a firefighter, and apparently that meant I didn't deserve the same treatment. The thing is, it wasn't about the car. I had a truck. It was old and the heater barely worked, but it ran. What hurt was the message behind those words. Firefighters don't need much. Like somehow choosing this profession meant I'd taken a vow of poverty. Like saving lives was payment enough, so I shouldn't expect my own family to treat me equally. I left early that day. Told them I had a shift, which was a lie. I just drove around for hours, trying to understand why it hurt so much. My phone kept buzzing with texts from my mom asking if I was okay, saying I was being dramatic. My brother sent a message too. "Come on man, don't be like this. You know I needed a car for work." The worst part was doubting myself. Maybe they were right. Maybe I was being selfish. I'd chosen this job knowing the pay wasn't great. Knowing the hours were brutal. Knowing most people would never really understand what we do. Maybe expecting equal treatment was asking too much. I went to work the next day, and my captain noticed something was off. Captain Morrison had been in the department for 25 years. He had this way of reading people, of knowing when someone needed to talk. We were checking equipment when he asked me what was wrong. I told him everything. The car, the $50, what my mom said. I expected him to laugh it off or tell me to toughen up. Instead, he put down the hose he was inspecting and looked at me with this serious expression. "Let me tell you something," he said. "People don't understand what we sacrifice. They see the uniform and think it's just a job. They don't see the nightmares. The missed birthdays and holidays. The smell of smoke that never really washes out. The faces we can't forget." He told me about his own family. How his father-in-law once said he should get a real job if he wanted to provide for his daughter properly. How his own brother called him a hero at barbecues but never once offered to help when money was tight. How society loves firefighters in theory but forgets about them in practice. "Your family loves you," he said. "But they don't value what you do. And that's on them, not you. You don't need to accept being treated as less than." Those words changed something in me. I realized I'd been carrying this belief that choosing to serve meant choosing to be overlooked. That being humble meant accepting whatever crumbs people threw my way. That speaking up for myself somehow diminished the nobility of the job. But Captain Morrison was right. I could be proud of my work and still expect respect. I could be a firefighter and still deserve equal treatment from my family. That night, we got called to a house fire. A family's Christmas tree had caught fire, and the whole living room was engulfed. We got everyone out safely, including their dog. The father hugged me so hard I thought my ribs would crack. His kids were crying, his wife was thanking us over and over. Their house was damaged, but they were alive. As we packed up, the father approached me again. "I don't know how to thank you," he said. "You risked your life for us. For people you don't even know." I thought about what my mom had said. Firefighters don't need much. Maybe she meant we don't need material things because what we get is bigger than that. The gratitude in that father's eyes. The knowledge that those kids would wake up the next morning because we showed up. But you know what? That's not enough either. We deserve both. We deserve the gratitude and the respect and the fair treatment. One doesn't cancel out the other. I called my parents the next week. I didn't yell or make demands. I just told them the truth. That their words had hurt me deeply. That being a firefighter didn't make me less deserving of their support and consideration. That I needed them to see me, really see me, not just the uniform. My dad got defensive at first. Said they'd always supported my career choice, even when they worried. My mom cried. But I stood my ground. I explained that support isn't just accepting my job. It's valuing it. It's not making me feel like I should be grateful for scraps. It took time, but things changed. My mom apologized, really apologized. She admitted she'd always been scared for me, and maybe she'd been minimizing my job as a way to cope with that fear. My brother felt terrible and actually listened when I explained how it felt to be treated as an afterthought. The relationship isn't perfect now. But it's better. More honest. And I learned something crucial about self-worth. That choosing to serve doesn't mean choosing to be small. That we can be humble and proud at the same time. That loving what you do doesn't mean accepting less than you deserve. Every firefighter I know has dealt with some version of this. The assumption that the job itself should be reward enough. That we don't need recognition or fair compensation or basic respect because we're heroes. But heroes are human. We have bills and dreams and families too. We deserve to be valued, not just praised. So if you made it this far, thank you for listening to my story. If you're a firefighter dealing with something similar, know that you're not being dramatic or selfish. You deserve better. Drop a comment below and tell me about your experiences. Have you ever felt undervalued by your own family? How did you handle it? And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We post new firefighter stories every week, real stories from real people like you and me. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.